A family from Cherokee, Iowa is helping their 6-year-old son swing a bat for the first time on the t-ball field. KTIV's Morgan Jones caught up with the Waller family to see just how they made it happen.
He has a communication device so we can tell us yes or no. And we asked him, he said, Mason, is this something you really want to do? Do you want to do t-ball? Yes. And then he goes, yeah, when he gets really excited about something. And we said, okay, we'll make it possible.
Mason Wallers, now 6 years old, was born with HIE, which is when there's reduced or no oxygen or blood flow to the brain. Doctors told Kaylee Wallers, Mason's mom, that her son might not make it. He had seizures and no brain activity, but he kept fighting.
He just has an outgoing spirit, and if he's in a room, he can light it up and everybody smiles.
Kaylee works hard to give Mason opportunities to play with other kids. She's created adaptable equipment such as a bike and uses a flotation device to help him go swimming. One of her newest pieces is an adaptable bat made out of PVC pipes and bungee cords. All Mason needs to do is pull the string to release the bat and hit the ball.
It makes me feel happy because he's like any other kid. And it's so cute because when he runs around and he runs from the first base and back, the team all cheers him on, and the parents do too. They say, "Go Mason, go! Go Mason, go!" And he gets all excited, and it makes him so happy, and it makes me happy to know that he's included in things like this, and they're so welcoming for him.
As Mason heads into first grade this year, he'll be running around the halls giving fist bumps out to all of his new friends he made on the diamond. In Cherokee, Iowa, Morgan Jones, KTIV News 4.
Now the Wallers family are also in the process of creating a GoFundMe account to help prepare for his future surgeries and also help them raise money for a larger vehicle that will hold all of Mason's equipment.